Hello everyone, we are live for round 9 of the YoruCAR season. It is the Windows 11 400 here from Richmond Raceway, where we have a lot of new faces going to be taking to the grid today. So now let's take a look through your starting lineup. On pole, it's the number 19 Coca-Cola Toyota Camry for Jimenez Engineering of Kyler Sustrai, picking up right where he left off from Bristol. To his outside is the number 5 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet Camaro for PS Motorsports of Santi Messi. Row 2 sees a pair of Chevys in Davide Rodriguez and Habab Jawad. Row 3 sees the 86 of Laziz Abdelaziz, by far FAR's best qualifying effort. And to his outside is one of our new entries in the number 80, it's BD Cruz. And then behind them, it's a pair of Fords in Matt Pink and Giancarlo Minardi. And rounding out the top 10 is a pair of Chevys and another one of the new entries, the 51 of Roberto Crown Jr., next to one of our new drivers, the 16 of Mohamed Nawawi. And then in row 6, another pair of Chevys in Brad Storer and Alex Kippa. Row 7 sees another pair of the Bowtie Brigade and the 4 of Devin Rouse and the 25 of Andrew Yu. Then in row 8, we see another pair of Chevys in the 1 of Dylan Matthews making his YoruCAR debut, and the 9 of Ryan Chilrus. Then it's another new entry in Nathan Ormond lining up alongside Mike Hunt in row 9. And rounding out the top 20 is a pair of Fords and Logan Conrad and another new driver, Ella Baker. Row 11 sees the 88 of Asher Eveland and Martinsville winner Caleb Lane. Then in row 12 we see Ridwan Nasir next to another debutant in Wolfgang Mueller. Row 13 sees a pair of debutants in the 21 of Jairo da Silva and the 12 of Daniel Voiles. Then behind them it is Hisham Sidqui next to another debutant in Angel Gutierrez. Then rounding out the top 30 we see yet another debutant of Arc Day Mission in the 23 and Damian Afton in the 99. And then in row 16 we see Arjun Nandakumar and Hatam Pervez. Row 17 the colleague teammates of the 54 of Jamal Williams and the 31 of Robbie Gordon. Row 18 sees Jeb Robbie move full time into the number 28 next to Timmy Hill. Then behind them it's the 45 of Skylar Taylor and the 48 of Purab Srivastava. And rounding out the field is Kieran Jimenez alongside our final debutant, the 18 of Austin Lee. So we are ready for the Windows 11 400 here from Richmond. Will we see our first repeat winner of the season? Kyler Sustrai and Davide Rodriguez both have race wins. Or will we see our 9th unique winner this season? We're about to find out. So it will be Sustrai and Messi that are going to lead the field to green here. Pace car pulls off. And as we round through 3 and 4, just waiting. And green flag is out here from Richmond. It is a good initial getaway for the 19 of Sustrai. Santi Messi looks like he may have a run on the outside here. As we head into 3 and 4, Sustrai staying side by side with Messi. Habab Jawad has cleared into 3rd. As we begin lap number 2, Sustrai holding the lead as now Jawad down the inside of Messi for 2nd. BD Cruz doing a great job to move up into the 4th spot for Matt Starr, working on Davide Rodriguez as Messi has cleared the 26 of Jawad for 2nd. As Cruz currently sits in the 4th position. And then it's Davide Rodriguez and Giancarlo Minardi. A great qualifying run for him. He's looking for his first win of the season. Minardi, his team is looking quite good so far. But it's just him himself that is lacking behind as Davide Rodriguez stuck up on the outside. And it's Kyler Sustrai who's kind of checked out. Santi Messi has not been able to keep pace with the 19 of Sustrai as BD Cruz now the inside of Habab Jawad for 3rd. We look further back in this top 10. Roberto Crown Jr. making his debut for his own team. This is the Crown Ultra Racing number 51. And he is inside the top 10. A great run going for him. Additionally for Devin Rouse, who's making only his 2nd start in that Good Smile 5th Wave number 4. Looking for another top 10 after a strong run last week at Martinsville. As Abdulaziz and Pink may have made a bit of contact there. The 00 bouncing up the track. Aziz Abdulaziz is the owner of this Fabulous Automobiles 86 team. They've really been struggling so far this season. By far, with the exception of maybe Trackhouse, who've been looking to turn it around as of late. They've been one of the worst teams on the grid, so definitely a good run going for this 86 team so far today. As back up front, Santi Messi has checked out from the battle for third between Cruz and Jawad, but it's still Kyler Sestrai who is leading in the Jimenez number 19 car. Of course, one Bristol Dirt in quite insane fashion getting by Logan Conrad on the final lap. He's looking to become the first YoruCAR repeat winner. And after 7 of 60 laps here at Richmond, it's looking pretty good, as Jawad is going to hold on to third over Cruz. Giancarlo Minardi currently rounding out the top 5 with Davide Rodriguez in 6th. He could be another repeat winner, as Davide Rodriguez picked up the win early on in Las Vegas. Auto Club winner Matt Pink is also up here in 7th. And as we look to 10th, this is Mohamed Nawawi, one of our other debutants. We have many on the grid today, and he's doing a good job to keep that colleague 16 in the 10th position. So another note is that all of the debutants that will be running full-time took over the points of the drivers that they will be replacing. So Nawawi is going to be trying everything in his effort to get that 16 rather, into the playoffs and try to keep it there, as the 16 is currently hovering right around that cut line for the YoruCAR playoffs. Nathan Ormond running an extra Team 2-pack entry, the number 95, making his debut today. He's looking pretty good in that Tire Pros machine, up just on the fringes of the top 10. As we look back up, BD Cruz once again doing battle with Habab Jawad. Giancarlo Minardi and Davide Rodriguez lurking behind this battle. And it looks like Jawad's going to try to get back clear into 1 and 2. And ran up a bit wide, but is going to get the drive off the corner and will stay ahead of the number 80. As now Minardi to the inside of Cruz for 4th. Rodriguez is going to follow, as Kyler Sestrai really has just checked out of this one. You see, there is Messi, and then there is Sestrai. So it's looking like a pretty calm day in the office for the number 19 team. They just need to hope for no incidents, and they should be able to walk away with this one. As now Minardi and Cruz do battle for, this would be the 4th position. Cruz is going to get the drive off the corner, but won't be able to clear the 20 before we get back into turn 1. Cruz is going to try this time, and now BD Cruz is back clear of Minardi. And now here comes Matt Pink on Davide Rodriguez. And Abdulaziz can't get down in time to block Roberto Crown Jr. Crown's trying to get what would be a really good finish for the 51's first outing. That Beyblade Burst Chevrolet Camaro is looking good so far. As here is currently your points leader, the 94 of Logan Conrad, still yet to pick up a win this season, has come oh so close multiple times, led the most laps at Atlanta, led the most laps at Bristol Dirt, could not secure the win either time. And now he's just hoping for another good run, but as long as we keep having more and more unique winners, Conrad's going to have to actually rely on picking up a win, due to the fact that he's currently locked as the points leader, but if he were to lose it, he would have to point his way in. So Conrad needs to try to focus on picking up a race win sooner rather than later, but he has not had the most amount of pace over the past few races, as he makes a move on Devin Rouse for a position just outside the top 10. This will be for 14th. Another face returning to the grid, Asher Eveland, back in the double eight, the 88 for PS Motorsports. Not as flashy of a run so far going for him as the start of this season was for that 88 team, but still a respectable run inside the top 20, currently doing battle with the Team 2-pack machine of Ridwan Nasir. Actually, I believe this will be 20th position, and it will be for Asher Evelyn. As looking back up the field, Brad Storer is starting to create a bit of a train, as he's trying to get the 91 into a much better points position. Trackhouse Racing Team, another team, along with Fabulous Automobiles Racing, that has not had a good start this season. So he'll be looking to remedy that. As back up through the field, BD Cruz has moved into third ahead of Habab Jawad and is now making a move on Santi Messi, or at least trying to, as it is a 2.2 second gap for Kyler Sestrai. He is really just checked out of this one. Definitely going to have the car to beat as BD Cruz to the inside actually clips the apron there. Oh, and we have a stopped car. I think that was Hatem Pervez. It is. No damage apparent on the 6. Is the caution out? As we're going to come around to check. Yeah, the flagman is waving the yellow. Yellows are out here for the stopped car of Hatem Pervez. No damage on the 6, so I believe that that is mechanical. And lap 22 of 60, we have our first caution here. And we'll be waiting to see the cars down pit road this time. So Kyler Sestrai, after a dominant run, pulled out nearly a 3-second gap on Santi Messi. They'll be looking for more of the same, and we'll be hoping for a good pit stop. As you see, there is the number 6 of Hatem Pervez. A mechanical issue on the Cena number 6 stopped it on track, and now you see they're getting to work. So I wouldn't be surprised if that may have been a blown tire on the 6 and he wasn't able to get it back down pit road. As Sestrai pulls in, and the 19 crew is going to get to work on his machine. It's going to be probably a 4-tire stop, as he and Santi Messi will do the same thing as with Daphne Rodriguez. Pretty much everyone's going to be taking 4 tires and fuel, but it looks like Santi Messi is going to get out ahead, as will BD Cruz. So Sestrai is going to drop to 3rd, as Messi and Cruz get out ahead of Sestrai. Then it'll be Minardi and Rodriguez, the top 5. Pervez is a lap car, and then Jawad, Aziz, Pink, Storer, and Nawawi. So we'll bring you back when we're ready for Green Flag Racing here from Richmond. It's now Santi Messi in the lead. So pace lights are out here. We're going to see the green here on lap 27 as the pace car pulls in. Messi, Cruz, Sestrai, Minardi, and Rodriguez, the top 5. Green flag back out here from Richmond. So we're probably going to be moving our competition caution that usually comes at halfway a bit farther out, because we're on lap 27 of 60, so we'll be reaching the halfway point here pretty shortly. As it is Messi and Cruz that have rocketed out front, so Sestrai's had no answer, and there's some battling further back as Logan Conrad making his way through the field. And one driver that has really lost out big over pit stops is Roberto Crown Jr. He is dropped to the fringes of the top 20 after having a car that was good enough for the top 10. And more battling here is Nawawi under attack from Nathan Ormond and Logan Conrad. Alex Kippa doing battle there with Devin Rouse. A lot of battling going on here at the back of the top 10, but it is Santi Messi that is now starting to pull a bit of a gap on BD Cruz as we watch the continuing battle here on the fringes of the top 10. Remember, that 6 of Hatem Pervez is a lap car, is Storer way up the track. That's going to allow Nawawi to get to his inside. 3 wide for a brief moment there with Storer, Nawawi, and Ormond. And it is now Nathan Ormond that I believe holds the last spot in this top 10. As, anyway, moving back up to the front, it is Cruz that is trying to hunt back down the 5 of Messi. Santi Messi is one of 2 PS Motorsports drivers currently outside of the playoffs. Davide Rodriguez is locked with a win. If he could get one here today, that would be great for the 5 team, as that means that they would also join Rodriguez as locked. Ryan Choris is also locked. And then Purab Srivastava is about 15 points, I believe it was, heading into this race, out of the cut line. But it is Messi who's the leader right now. BD Cruz, who is already currently in the playoffs on points, they're looking for their first win in the number 80, trying to lock in that Matt Star entry, as Kyler Sestrai has held on to third, but doesn't seem to have quite the pace that he showed off the start. Maybe the 19 definitely looked more like a long run car, as Minardi currently now sits 4th, Rodriguez in 5th with the lap car for Vase, separating him from Habab Jawad. As Laziz Abdelaziz currently sits 7th, then Matt Pink, Brad Storer, and Nathan Ormond currently rounding out the top 10. But Alex Kippa's right there, as his points leader, Logan Conrad. Conrad needs to try to get up there for more points if he is going to try to make the playoffs on just points. As looks like that we may just for a second go 3 wide. We did not. As the laps continue to just tick away, we look down through the field. Damian Afton, after a runner-up finish last week at Martinsville, trying to put together another effort to help dig that 99 out of its current points deficit. As you see, Daniel Voiles working on Daytona 500 winner Ryan Chilris, while also having to defend from Jamal Williams. And 3 wide here, Wolfgang Mueller, Jeb Robbie, and Austin Liang. 3 drivers just recently moving to full-time action. And it is Robbie who I believe is going to get the spot. As back out front, so the 27 of Ella Baker is really slow. I don't know if there's a mechanical issue or not, or if they suffered a spin somewhere. We'll see if the 27 ducks down pit road. This time she does not. But I think Baker's now going to become a lap car for Messi and Cruz. So Ella Baker's had some form of incident on that number 27. She's making her YoruCAR debut in place of Sammy Smith. And things have not gone to plan from the looks of it, as that 27 is really slow. And now this battle between Messi and Cruz, as they have pulled away from the 19 of Carlos Estrada, they could get caught up on Ella Baker, and that could change the outlook of this race. As the caution is now out, I believe this is our competition. Caution as maybe not Damian Afton. Oh dear. After the runner-up finish at Martinsville, we were talking about how he was looking for another good run. It is going to not to be. The Trackhouse 99 is up in smoke. As we look back through to check that there is no damage on anyone else. So I believe that that is either our competition caution, or we've had a yellow for the oil coming off the 99. And we're going to see second round of pit stops here. Lap 40 of 60. Pervez is going to stay out as the lap car. So we're going to see the restart within 20 to go. Santi Messi currently holds the race lead over BD Cruz. So we'll be seeing how, if this 5 and 80 teams can deliver a similar stop to what they did on the first round that got those 2 ahead of race leader Kyler Sestrai, as we head in for pit stops. We're expecting once again 4 tires, as Messi's team long on the jack, as we're actually only going to see 2 tires. And it is Messi that's once again going to lead out. Cruz going to be second, and Sestrai nearly again losing positions. Going to barely hold on to third over Giancarlo Minardi, and Davide Rodriguez going to come out in 5th. Then it'll be Pink, Storer, Ormond, Kippa, and Conrad. So we'll bring you back when we're ready for green flag action. Ella Baker is going to stay out, either as a lapper or the new leader. So we'll bring you back when we're ready for green flag action. So Ella Baker is not the leader. She will be a lap car that will start ahead of Santi Messi. So as the pace car pulls off, it'll be Messi the leader, but Baker the control car, Cruz, Sestrai, Minardi, and Rodriguez the top 5. The green flag back out here from Richmond. So as we head into turn 1, the field definitely a lot more tight together. Davide Rodriguez had a peek there on Carlos Estrada as Minardi gets shuffled out to the high line. And Cruz now up the track. Here comes Estrada down the inside. Carlos Estrada has had quite the restart as the field all bunched up behind the 27 of Baker. And now Rodriguez is going to send it down the inside of Minardi. So Messi has held the lead and has gotten away well. It's probably going to be about a second advantage over Cruz and Sestrai as Minardi once again high through 3 and 4. Sestrai now clear into second. Here comes Rodriguez for third. And it is 3/10 the gap between Messi and Sestrai as Carlos Sestrai has had a flyer of a restart. He's coming back for the race lead he lost earlier in this one, as he's going to try to go around the outside maybe. That did not work. He's going to tuck back into line as Cruz still holding out over Davide Rodriguez. Brad Storer down the inside of Matt Pink. A great run going for that Trackhouse 91 team, as well as Nathan Ormond in the third 2-pack entry, the number 95. He's up here well inside this top 10. As BD Cruz is clear and with a massive run on the 19 of Sestrai. It looks like that Sestrai and Messi are starting to get checked up a little bit behind this 27 of Ella Baker. As coming off the corner, Minardi's actually gone back through on Rodriguez. Rodriguez now starting to fade a little bit as Pink and Storer getting a bit close there. As we move on to lap 50 of 60, only 11 laps left, and Messi, Sestrai, and Cruz are nose to tail behind the lapper of Baker. Messi's gonna go high. That's not a good choice. Here comes Sestrai to the inside of Messi for the lead. 10 laps to go here from Richmond, and this battle is far from over. Ella Baker just being there, trying to stay ahead of the leaders, has changed the entire complexion of this race. As now Cruz nearly contact there, I think, with Sestrai as they continue to do battle for second. Messi is holding the lead for now. As now just 9 laps left. It's Messi. Cruz gonna clear into second. Sestrai sits in third. Minardi has gone back onto the tail end of this fight in fourth. Now Cruz gonna go to the inside of Messi. Messi missed the entry to turn 3. BD Cruz trying to win on debut. What an impressive showing that would be. As I think Cruz got Messi. Now into 1. BD Cruz off of 2. Can they take the lead? Sestrai trying to pick out which lane to go. He goes high. That looks like the bad choice as BD Cruz with the run off 3 and 4. And BD Cruz is going to lead a lap. And now the driver to watch. Here comes the 24 of Davide Rodriguez. Came in late to steal the win from Mike Hunt at Las Vegas when he tangled with the car right behind him, Brad Storer. Now Storer's trying to help Rodriguez get up front and maybe battle for this win as Cruz now can't clear Baker. And now Santi Messi could have another shot back at the 80 for the race lead. As we head through 1 and 2, it's going to be 5 laps to go next time by. And it's all going to be about getting by Ella Baker as here goes BD Cruz to put the 27 a lap down. Meanwhile, Rodriguez, you see there, moving up into third. Cruz couldn't get by Ella Baker. And now with just 5 laps to go, it may be better for Cruz to just stay behind Baker and then defend from the likes of Messi and Rodriguez. 5 laps left, and really like about 5-6 cars still with a shot of winning this one, as Messi once again misses 3 and 4. Here comes Davide Rodriguez. Cruz throws the block on Rodriguez into 1 and 2. The 24 has a full head of momentum. Can he make a move with the remaining laps we have left? Through 3 and 4, Rodriguez closing right up onto the back of BD Cruz. 3 laps to go here from Richmond. Oh, Rodriguez has gotten to Cruz's quarter panel, and Rodriguez to the inside of BD Cruz. Down the back, Cruz is going to fight it. Baker's going to be the lapper, but Cruz has run really wide. Can the 80 get the run off the corner? It cannot. Davide Rodriguez clear to the race lead. Just 2 laps left here from Richmond. Davide Rodriguez is now your race leader, trying to become the first repeat winner in YoruCAR history. BD Cruz, though, to the inside. Cruz is going to fight it back, but the 80 has Ella Baker parked right in front, and that's going to allow Rodriguez to get the run as the white flag flies here at Richmond. Rodriguez versus Cruz. Carlos Estrella is right back in this mix. Santi Messi still right there as well. Coming off turn 3 is Ella Baker once again going to spoil the run for BD Cruz. Off turn 4, it looks like Rodriguez still gets the run, and Davide Rodriguez is going to take the race win here at Richmond. Valiant effort from BD Cruz, but it's Rodriguez, the first repeat winner in YoruCAR history. So it is Davide Rodriguez picking up the race win here tonight at Richmond, just over debutant BD Cruz. Carlos Estrella is going to come home in 3rd. Then it's followed by Santi Messi, Giancarlo Minardi, Brad Storer, Nathan Ormond, Matt Pink, Alex Kippa, and Laziz Abdelaziz, the top 10. Then points leader Logan Conrad will only finish in 11th. Mike Hunt behind him, then Jamal Williams, Andrew Yu, Asher Eveland, Mohamed Nawawi, Ridwan Nasir, Hisham Sidqui, Jairo da Silva, and Devin Rouse round out the top 20. Roberto Crown Jr., Austin Liang, Arjun Nandakumar, Timmy Hill, Kieran Jimenez, Skylar Taylor, Dylan Matthews, Purab Sivastava, Arkday Mission, and Wolfgang Mueller round out the top 30. Then Caleb Lane and Ella Baker round out our lead lap finishers. Ryan Chilris, Jeb Raby, Angel Gutierrez, Robbie Gordon, and Daniel Voiles all pitted on the last lap. So they will all finish a lap down. Hatem Pervez, who had issues early, will also finish, and then Damian Afton and Habab Jawad, both with mechanical issues, will fail to finish. So that has been all from Richmond. Thank you for watching. This has been YoruCAR on ESPN. We'll see you for Talladega.